Magtanim ay di biro, maghapong nakayuko, di naman makatayo, di naman makaupo. Bisig ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y namimintig sa pagkababad sa tubig.
Let us look into the deeper meaning of this song. This basically tells us that farming requires hard work, sweat, tears, and a lot of patience. And with today's agriculture as countries have industrialized, the number of small-scale farms has decreased, with workers opting for urban life. The country's food security is at risk as millions of farmers are getting old for what is backbreaking work, and their children are not keen on taking over for lack of incentive to do so. The average of the Filipino farmer is around 50. Given that the average life expectancy is at 70, we might reach a critical shortage of farmers in 15 years. Many experts, environmentalists, and agriculturists have come up with different solutions to tackle the issue in the Philippines' level of food security. One of these solutions is called hydroponic farming. Hydroponic farming is the process of growing and producing food without soil within densely populated cities. With its numerous significance, like minimizing transport and fossil fuel dependency, protection from floods, droughts, and sun damage, there are necessarily no requirements for fertilizers, herbicides, or pesticides. No soil is needed if hydroponics are used, only nutrients and water supply. There are no seasonality issues because continuous crop production occurs all year round and can be programmed to match demand. With most young people living in developing countries where agriculture is likely to provide the main source of income, it is vital that young people relate to farming. The youth population in the Philippines will grow from 30.3 million in 2017 to 32 million by 2022. This means that the workforce in the years to come will be made up of the young generation. But how can we involve the youth in agricultural innovation? First is finding their common denominator. Music. Now, what is the role of music in youth and agriculture? Let's look at it into 4 different aspects: historically, psychologically, scientifically, and economically. The term culture in classical usage referred to cultivating fields. Cultivating included tilling, planting, growing, and caring for physical, which is agricultural, and intellectual capabilities. This history is a reminder that there is an ancient understanding of the symbiotic connection between the cultivation of the physical land and the cultivation of the human mind. For much of human history, farming has always been a highly musical experience. Music and dance have played a significant role in the seasonal rituals of planting and harvesting, as well as the regular activities of agricultural workers around the world. Music can be highly adaptive and influential. People can feel it, they can sense the rhythm, and it can vibrate the message of where we are and where agriculture might be going. It is much more of a social and sensory experience. It conveys a whole different sense of understanding. Taking that new understanding and facilitating the process of helping young people can connect and channel their energy into farming. Thus, music could form a significance and connection in cultivating the thinking of the youth towards agriculture. Researchers are exploring new ways to reduce the pest, and one of these focuses on sound waves rather than pesticides to disrupt the insects' mating habits. Although the project is a controlled environment where the presence of insects is only minimal, this will be vital in the outdoor spaces and amenities like the farm markets, conventions, and exhibits. This will also be an important learning for those who want to practice hydroponics in their own backyards. Several studies have also undertaken to study and understand the influence of sound and music on plants and plant growth. It was reported that under optimal stimulation conditions of 100 decibels and 800 Hz, the sound field can enhance the growth of plants, and moderate stress stimulation can enhance the assimilation of tissues or cells, improve their physiological activity, and accelerate the growth of plants. This will provide a platform for musicians and activists with ecological advocacies. Furthermore, music will promote the agricultural aspect of the project. This could also provide a competitive edge for the Philippines by combining productivity with musical experience and modern technology. Music is one way of communicating belonging, which may increase one's cultural cohesion and obligation towards the community. In this way, music can be passed on from generation to generation, creating a sense of continuity and awareness about the culture and the environment. Agricultural innovation is not just modernizing farming, but also developing the people and their behavior. With all these symbiotic connections, I wanted to present to you the Musical Farm, an integrated hydroponic farming and music center.